herzlich willkommen hier nach längerer Zeit mal wieder auf Gaming Paradise 9046. Ja, Leute, es wird Zeit für mal wieder für ein kleines Infovideo. Diesmal nicht in FIFA 20, sondern heute spielen wir mal eine Runde in Madden 19. Da ja heute Abend auch der Superbowl ist, dachte ich, spielen wir die Partie Kansas City Chiefs gegen die San Francisco 49ers. Wie ihr seht, hat San Francisco den Kickoff gewonnen. Den wir jetzt mal ausführen. Ich spiele mit den San Francisco 49ers. Habe mir vorher das Spiel mal angeguckt über ein PC gegen PC-Spiel, um halt mal zu schauen, welchem Team ich das Ganze spielen möchte. Ich erzähle gleich was dazu, warum wir das Ganze hier überhaupt machen wollen.
I've been told time and time again by a lot of big-time quarterback gurus that a big arm isn't even close to what they're looking for as a number one quality and what makes a QB. But let's face it, when you see a guy with a big arm, you get excited. And Patrick Mahomes is that guy. Every throw in the book, he can make it.
Und zwar, ich erzähle schon mal ein bisschen was. Wir haben ja jetzt lange kein Video mehr gehabt. Also, es kamen täglich Videos, ja, das stimmt. Aber keine aktuellen Videos, die sind schon lange vorproduziert. Und eigentlich sollte ja jetzt auch langsam schon BWE 20 starten. Dazu kam es leider nicht. Also der Universe Mode. Ja, da setze ich mich mit Marv jetzt die Tage dran, hoffe ich. Und schauen wir mal, wie das Projekt bei euch ankommt. Allerdings weiter mit FIFA. Da werden die Videos noch ein bisschen auf sich warten, da ich noch andere Verpflichtungen habe, denen ich nachgehen muss, leider. Und mich erst anschließend daran setzen kann, FIFA weiter zu produzieren. Es wird zwar weiter in FIFA kommen, aber ich kann euch jetzt noch gar nicht sagen, wann und wie und überhaupt. Das müssen wir jetzt abwarten. Ja gut, kümmern wir uns jetzt mal hier um dieses Footballspiel. Haben wir den ersten geschafften Versuch von Patrick Mahomes. Wie man so schön sagt, der Drive ist am Leben. Haben sie sogar ein Jahr jetzt verloren, okay.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stop that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Gucken, ob das funktioniert.
They stay on the ground this time. It's Williams. And he will be brought down at about
the 40
that time. Give him 2 on that run, and they're still left looking at a third and about 9 to go.
Das, was ich wollte, hat nicht funktioniert.
Before moving up to the next level, because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, "Hey, these pants make me look fat," and we said, "Nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy." He is well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. And this is going to be incomplete.
Haben wir wahrscheinlich Patrick Mahomes erstmal vom Feld gejagt. Ich denke nicht, dass sie den 4. ausspielen. Werden sie nicht. Also, da gucken wir den Ball. Lassen wir den jetzt ausgehen. Dann geht es jetzt an 25 Yard Line für unseren ersten Angriff los.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And now running right through it. Oh, and now some space to operate. Still fighting. And up to the 35 before
doch besser geklappt als erwartet.
15 yards is the pickup there and the drive
Nicht so
starting
gut, wie es
very
hätte
nicely
klappen
for
können.
first down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. Gets this one left side to Pettis. And he finally goes down,
das
but
klappt doch
not
bis hierhin
before
sehr
reaching
gut.
the 21. A big play there for the Niners. 43 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a
Schöner
chunk
Pass
of
von
yardage.
Jimmy Garoppolo hier. Ja, gut noch ein paar Yards after Catch geschafft. Könnt ihr gerne mal in die Kommentare schreiben, ob ihr euch den Super Bowl anseht. Wer für euch die Favoriten sind. Wäre mal interessant. Also ich selbst habe keine Favoriten. Hoffe einfach auf ein schönes Spiel. Das war kacke. Ah, ich wollte mal in die andere Richtung, als der Typ ausgewichen ist.
Now that was an excellent run, and when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job, and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block, but the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space,
and he's going to take it in.
Touchdown.
San Francisco. A great play there, taking it in from 11 yards out, and the Niners have taken the early lead.
So muss das laufen. Erster Drive, direkt mit einem Touchdown beendet. Vorher die gegnerische Offense vom Feld geholt. Wie wir hier auch immer durchgekommen sind. Ein schöner Stiffer. Seine Verteidiger losgeworden und einer in die Endzone. Jetzt holen wir hoffentlich den Point after Touchdown noch rein. Ja, der sollte sitzen. Jawohl.
So that drive, 4 plays, and in the end,
Jetzt
the
haben wir
finishing
mal einen
touch, an
Kickoff.
11-yard run.
Zwar nicht sagen. Klatschen wir den da hinten hin.
The punter Pinion now to kick this one away.
Ja, schafft er aber gut. Ja, auf jeden Fall geht er in die Endzone.
That'll be taken in the end zone.
Und der
And
geht
no
aufs
run
Knie.
back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, do you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a second and 3, second and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Super Bowl nicht gut geklappt. Spannendes Spiel war schon nicht schlecht. Bei Kansas City hier im Moment nicht viel zu melden hat. Aber Patrick Mahomes hat ja schon mal bewiesen, dass der 21 Punkte in einem Quarter eliminieren kann.
Now Mahomes throwing on second down. It's complete to Chris Conley. And he'll be brought down
das war
at the
nicht
30
gut.
here. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
Das war nicht gut verteidigt.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air, and sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. And able to find Conley. Nice play for Kansas City.
Wie hat er den denn gefangen?
18 yards that time.
Nicht schlecht. Nicht schlecht, Herr Specht. Ja, das erste Quarter zu Ende.
Now prior to the snap, we hit all zeros as time has run out on the first quarter.
Ich kann euch auch noch mal ein bisschen erzählen über das, was so bei unserem Plan steht, oder bei mir jedenfalls. Madden weiß ich es nicht. Ich habe einige Spiele bei mir rumliegen, die ich gerne streamen möchte. Ich streame, also das wird vielleicht auch noch mal kommen, ja. Ich gerne Let's Playen möchte. Und da sind unter anderem Spieler aus den 90er Jahren, die ich dabei habe. Natürlich auch ein paar aktuelle Spiele. Dann ein paar Spiele, die so nie, ich möchte jetzt nämlich keinen Namen nennen, um euch zu überraschen. Dann so ein paar Sachen, die in die Richtung Harry Wayne reingehen. Also, wenn es die Zeit erlaubt, gibt es auf jeden Fall ordentlich was zu gucken. Ich muss halt nur gucken, wie und wann ich das machen kann. Ja, und zu dem WWE-Projekt, da sind wir auch nicht mehr weit entfernt davon, dass es starten kann. Aber ein bisschen müsst ihr euch noch gedulden. Ich will jetzt keine Prognose abgeben, wie lange, weil ich habe das wieder nicht und das wäre doof.
They'll run it now out of the gun. They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB.
Kansas City deutlich besser.
Zum
Zug. Ich glaube auch, dass sie schon zumindest aufs Scoreboard kommen werden. Ja, jetzt auf jeden Fall. Wenn wir jetzt nicht noch eine Interception werfen.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that sure was pretty because the corner route, it's extremely difficult to defend from my perspective.
What we just saw there, is that sort of the evolution of the tight end position?
Yeah, I think it is because more and more, tight ends are being treated like wide receivers. These are some agile players who can make a play in any spot on the field.
And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain.
Was da jetzt mit der Kamera los war, das hat mir gar nicht gefallen.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Oh, da fehlte ich jetzt. Das war dumm.
It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now first and goal.
Das war dämlich.
Quarterback controls just about everything on offense, but a lot of times what gets missed is that the center controls line play. He has to communicate to the guards and the tackles what type of front they're facing, how they're going to block it, and what adjustments need to be made sometimes on the fly as a defense will shift. Give the center a lot of credit because for the most part, he's got big defensive linemen over his face all game long that he's got to try and block and protect his quarterback and create space for his runner. In this case, he did a really nice job of communicating and executing.
Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
2 minutes remain here in the first half. We'll come back to Miami after this. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. Looking to throw is Mahomes. He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill that time, and it's third down.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them, they've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal?
There we go. Green 90. Green 90.
Now Mahomes.
Shit, touchdown,
touchdown, Kansas City. Chris Conley, a 7-yard touchdown.
Gar nicht verbuggt.
And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game.
Achso, jetzt kommt ja noch der PAT.
To dot the I, just get the feet in right there against the line before going out of bounds.
Und dann eine Flagge.
Graceful, athletic play. But also a lot of practice goes into it. They work on that to make sure that they learn how to train their feet to get down in bounds.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Wahrscheinlich geht es in der
The 49ers
20-Yard-Line weiter.
back out there. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3-and-out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards on the play.
We can talk
Schöner Move,
about
auf jeden
football being
Fall.
a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a
Was man hier mit?
linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Garoppolo now, first down throw. A dump down.
Das war schlecht. Warum rennt der nicht weiter, der doof?
Back at the 48-yard line.
Okay.
Loss of one,
Verkackt.
and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
Dann versuchen wir den mal.
That's a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Fuck, ich hab
And I think
geworfen,
the Chiefs
verdammte
have
Axt.
what they do.
Das war richtig schlecht.
No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to
Das war
do?
richtig kacke.
Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
Caught here by Conley. A good pick up there of 20 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a
Gehen wir mal
sudden
lieber
change
wieder auf die
situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden
Entscheidungen
change, get
des
out there, stop the
Coaches.
offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. This will be caught at about the 5. Now
glaub, das war
whistles
das
come in.
Wort.
We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. As it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
There we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
Mahomes now to throw. And that one will fall incomplete.
Schade.
Clock here now, just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively.
Gut runtergeholt, ja.
An offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things.
There we go now. Green, 39. Green.
Mahomes looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And that is incomplete.
Dann gibt es wahrscheinlich dann...
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency
Ich
here
denke nicht,
on
dass die
this
so blöd
third
sind und
down.
auf den
They
zweiten
could run
oder
it
vierten
or
Versuch
pass
gehen.
it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
Now Harrison Butker for the field goal try. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And Butker able to put this one through. But wait up now, a flag is down. If this is on the defense, they're going to get the first.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
Charles, did I just hear that right? They declined the personal foul. 3 yards, they just declined them.
And I have to think that the official is thinking to himself, did I just hear that correctly, that you declined that one? All I can think of is that someone on the field got confused. Because it had to, because you're going to take the yards on that penalty each and every time.
And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The clock showing just 16 seconds till the half as they line up 1st and 10. Throwing on first is Garoppolo. Got his target, Pierre Garçon. And they get him down, but not before
Das hätte doch richtig schief gehen können.
First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. So and now due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half.
Normalfall. Ja.
Both teams appear ready for the fight
Ich bin
ahead,
mir
and
nicht sicher,
we
deswegen im
resume action
Normalfall.
here in quarter number 3. Here's James. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Oh, kam ich ja nochmal gut zurück.
Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
Das war jetzt nicht so doll, okay.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Ich möchte es mit dem Ding versuchen.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Garoppolo now. Incomplete. Trying to get their tight end involved finally. That's the first time that they've looked his way. He's kind of been a forgotten man in this offensive scheme.
Yeah, didn't look his way at all in the first half.
Kleiner Tipp, die Markierten für die sind der Drive eigentlich.
Because he could be a big-time playmaker for us.
There's Garoppolo to throw. Carrying it deep for Garçon. And this is caught inside the 15.
Whoa.
A big play, Garoppolo to Garçon, 57 yards.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there, partner.
Der muss erst mal ankommen. Ich Risiko gegangen.
But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Nicht gut.
The best offenses and the ones that win are ones that make adjustments. And right now, I think this team needs to open things up.
Garoppolo to throw on second down. Caught left side, Garcon.
Ah, das war blöd gelaufen.
That's good for a Niner first down. Garoppolo to Garcon.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route.
Hätte ich nicht ins Ausgehen dürfen, sondern in die andere Richtung.
He had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And across the goal line into the end zone. Touchdown.
Und da ist das Ding.
A great effort there. His second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the
Niners are able to cash in for 6.
Running back.
He's given him a little jolt, just gave him the lead there, but 2 TDs now in the game.
And that jolt puts them in the lead. What a terrific job by him. He is carrying the ball and simply saying, I want to win.
And now he's hoping his defense has that mentality as they try to hang on to that lead. Gold to add the extra point. And oh, he takes off with it. It's a fake. And he finds his tight end, Salad. And he is not going to get in there.
Kann man ja mal probieren.
The goal line, and the lead is going to stay right where it is.
Okay, they went for the fake off of the
Wenn das mal interessant wird demnächst. Wissen wir, das war keine so tolle Idee.
Did someone double dog dare him?
I was going to ask you, maybe they saw something on film, but do you see something on film when those to try something from the 15 on a PAT? I don't know.
The only thing they needed to see on film there was a snap, a hole, and someone kicking the ball through the post.
Jetzt schnell den Ball wiederholen.
Chiefs up first and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Here we go now.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. They give him a gain of 37.
Shit.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
It's Kelsey on the ground. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 to 39.
Ja, 2-1.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
So, wenn ich das sehen.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
Über Spannung kann man nicht meckern hier in dem Spiel, das muss man sagen.
The same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Second and 12 after the first down pass play went
Die nicht so oft Football gucken. Das wäre für sowohl Jimmy G von San Francisco als auch Patrick Mahomes von den Kansas City Chiefs, der erste Super Bowl. Also der erste Super Bowl, den sie gewinnen können. So.
The Chiefs on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far.
This is third down and 12.
Now it's Mahomes again.
Oh, scheiße.
Wide open receiver complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The 21 yards there as they convert on third. Mahomes now 10 of 16 throwing the football. It's first and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Mahomes to throw on second down. Complete. The tight end, Kelsey. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
The Chiefs on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be 3rd and 6. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And this is caught by Watkins for a touchdown. Sammy Watkins, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Chiefs are in for 6. And there's going to be a stoppage here. The booth wants to take another look at this potential touchdown. Precision, precision, precision. That's the definition of it right there. Great pass, great catch for the score.
Yeah, people talk about arm strength all the time. Well, if you're not precise and you're not accurate, the arm strength really doesn't matter.
Okay.
We saw a little bit of everything with that throw.
No you. Kann sein, dass das zurückgenommen wird?
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
Schade.
It took them an extra look,
Der
but they
zählt.
found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts. Extra point up and through. And the decision to just kick the extra point.
Jetzt ist es so, dass jeder Touchdown nochmal kontrolliert wird und da sah es so aus, dass der eventuell zurückgenommen werden könnte.
Butker now to kick this one away. This is taken at his 4. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. The 49er offense now making their way out onto the field.
Probieren wir mal was
Garoppolo
anderes
going to bring the Niners
rauszuhauen
up
wieder.
here 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. This is caught inside the 15. Garoppolo able to find Goodwin for a big one. 57 yards.
Now the tallest receiver on
Schönes
the
Ding
field.
auf jeden Fall wieder.
The little guy can't go downfield and make a big-time catch on a deep pass because sometimes they'll just out-scrap you for the football.
Jetzt wird auf jeden Fall auf den Run gehen.
Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. Back now in Miami. It's 49er football, but some ground to cover. They find themselves behind.
Super, jetzt muss ich hier wieder mir einen... Jetzt haben wir hier nur Pass, oder wie?
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And a little floater there, but it'll wind up incomplete, falling to the ground.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock Galvin away and bring up 2nd down.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. He's going to get it running right. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. A great play there. A 10-yard touchdown run. And the 49ers have moved down in front here in the 4th quarter. Gold with the extra point, and that gives them a 3-point lead. The drive there only spanning 3 plays, and it was finished off with a 10-yard touchdown scamper.
Onside-Kick brauchen wir jetzt nicht probieren.
The punter Pinion now to kick this one away.
Ja, zu weit.
That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And the Chiefs now getting set to go.
Besten ist so ein Ding immer kurz vor die Endzone zu schießen.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Jumping all the way from the outside, maybe getting a little early start in the corner blitz.
And the only time it makes sense to get that penalty is exactly as you described. Otherwise, he should never get that penalty.
A boost here to start the drive. After the penalty, it's 1st and 5. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
And
that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball. He's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead of going to an opposite color jersey.
Here we go. Green, 90.
On 2nd down, here's Mahomes. The Cowboys got it over the middle. And out across midfield down to the 45. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace.
Gar
Money
nichts.
throw right there to move the sticks.
Mahomes now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10.
Ready. Blue 45.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes.
Oh,
And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete.
haben wir geschlafen.
Way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Chris Conley with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chiefs have taken the lead here in the 4th.
I know we often laugh and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His 2nd touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. That'll be taken in the end zone. There again is the running back as he drops onto the field. I guess it kind of goes without saying at this point. He's had a great game, as we like to say, a nose for the end zone, no doubt.
Continues to find it throughout this game, and I'm sure he's got a nice place to live. He might want to make an offer on the end zone for a second home, because that's what it's been like throughout this contest. He knows how to get there. And boy, he looks happy when he does.
He's already bought all the property in the end zone. That's the problem. He's going to sell to himself
Ja,
now.
probieren wir den
Trying to
mal.
get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know, there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
Ja,
Incomplete, almost intercepted. They haven't picked him off yet. Would have been a great
Jetzt
time
mach
for
ich
the
Kacke.
first, but instead it's 3rd down.
also richtig.
Pretty lucky to get the football back. Had his target out there waving the arms, saying I'm open, but maybe didn't see him quick enough.
And I know the jokes are always about defensive backs' hands. What really actually happens, you don't get many opportunities. You get over anxious, and you start to think about taking it away and going the other way instead of focusing and catching the
Ja,
ball.
Zauberwolf lebt erstmal wieder.
There at 22.
That's an excellent read right there. Saw cover 1. That means it's just a single high safety. So you know if you throw the ball to the outside part of the field, help is going to be a little bit late getting there. And he puts one out there for a big-time completion.
Garoppolo on 1st down. He's going to launch this thing way down. This is caught at the 20. Oh, and the big play's going to get even bigger as penalty flags
Okay,
are
da gab's
down.
einen
And I believe
Flagge
they're
zum
going to get a
Schluss.
face mask penalty tacked on.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard, inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Garoppolo again. Looking for Garcon. He's got it. Touchdown 49ers. Pierre Garcon.
Nein, Receiving Touchdown reingehauen.
And the 49ers have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
Schönes Ding.
Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal.
Fake PAT. Probieren dürfen.
Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that gives them a 3-point lead. A drive there of just 4 plays, and it's polished off by a touchdown for San Francisco. The punter Pinion now to kick this one away.
Na, jetzt wieder zu weit. Verdammt.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Chiefs offense now making their way back onto the field. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down?
And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Cassius Marsh in there to get him.
Schönes Ding jetzt. Richtig.
Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack.
Here we go now.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. A good pickup there at 22. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the 1st.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. Looking to throw is Mahomes. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice 2nd down for them.
Now here's Mahomes. And his throw is incomplete. Travis Kelsey, the Pro Bowl tight end, the intended target. And it's 3rd and short.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
Here we go now. Green 90. Green 90.
Mahomes looks to throw on 3rd down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Cassius
Marsh runter vom Feld.
In there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. 2nd and 10 here. 2nd and 10
glaube nicht, dass die jetzt probieren, den auszuspielen. Doof sind jetzt die nicht. Die probiert's. Okay.
So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back.
Ja gut, das war eine scheiße Idee.
Come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now Mahomes got to have this one. He's going to find Hill here. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down.
So tief gehen müssen, stimmt schon. Riesenfehler von mir jetzt. Ja, den habe ich.
47 yards. And the Chiefs have taken the lead here in the fourth.
Wow, I know it's a never say never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
Nein, ich wollte nicht auf Pause gehen, danke.
You gotta rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big
Nicht
return.
beeilen.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
Gut, dass er so einfach funktioniert, hätte ich jetzt nicht erwartet. Einfach mal ein Return-Touchdown.
Just lost the lead. That deficit sure didn't take long to erase.
Alle Trümpfe in der Hand.
Love the thunderbolt that just came out of that one. That puts him in the end zone and back in the lead. Your only question, your defense just gave up a score that put you behind. Well, that score you just added on the board will energize them, or do they have to go back out there and they're a tired unit? We'll soon see.
Gold with the extra point, so it's now a 3-point game here in the closing stages as a field goal now can only tie it. So that one officially goes down to the books as a return for a touchdown on the kickoff of 103 yards. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out comes Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs offense. And this is a spot where you can learn a lot about a young quarterback.
Schön hinten alles dicht halten.
And that's why they brought him into the organization. Because you don't just bring them in strictly for their talents. You think that they have that something special in them that will allow them to function in these types of situations. Now it's time for them to be clinical and not emotional. You know your play sequence. You know what has to get done. Get the ball to the right people, get out of bounds, and get it downfield and try and score.
Yeah, he's trying to earn his stripes here for a winning drive. Wide open is Watkins. He's got it. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. He's back to throw. This is and he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Sammy Watkins in the final minute, and the Chiefs have taken the lead here in the fourth.
So many practices we've watched over time where the offense works on scoring late in the game and finding a way to win, as we just saw there.
Just saw it right there. Now can they preserve that advantage that they just got? So a 75-yard scoring drive on just 3 plays. And it's capped off with a Kansas City touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Here comes Jimmy Garoppolo now to lead his offense back out there. This is something we've seen many times over the course of his career. Can he pull off another fourth-quarter comeback?
It's very strange, isn't it? Because when it's a player of this magnitude, Even though the guys on defense have the lead. And
this is caught inside the 15.
Ich dreh durch.
Touchdown, 49ers. Marquise Goodwin in the final minute. And the 49ers have moved out in front here in the fourth quarter. Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the fourth quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there.
Oh Gott, ich bin so drin in dem Spiel gerade. Das ist Wahnsinn.
Gold able to tack on the extra point. So it's now a 3-point game here in the closing stages as a field goal now can only tie it.
Wenn der Superbowl heute so krass wird. Nee, schauen wir mal auf jeden Fall raus.
The punter Pinion now to kick this one away.
War wieder zu lang.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll start things out at the 25. Patrick Mahomes on his way out for their next drive. Certainly they want to win this game, but down 3. They know what they need to do. Get in the field goal range, at least have a chance to tie.
And if you approach it the right way, you almost have a safety net. Knowing just a field goal gets it done.
And a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off on a safety, Jarquiski Tart.
Jetzt ein Interception, das war's. Wir haben gewonnen.
And that one, oh, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill, trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to come up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll begin the drive with Breida. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. As they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. The defense, they got a little bit of a breather. Now they're back and set as we resume play.
Ich würde hier aufs Knie gehen wollen. Ich krieg den Befehl dazu nur nicht. Jawohl, jetzt haben wir das Ding auf jeden Fall gewonnen. Jetzt haben wir es gewonnen. Doch deutlicher als erwartet. Das können wir nicht mehr verkacken.
But he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
Das ist jetzt auch extrem deutlich.
It only took him 2 plays there to find the end zone. The last one, the long
2-point game aktuell. Das, wie denn?
The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. To throw is Mahomes. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And incomplete there, almost picked off. That's one you maybe expect your roaming free safety to come up with, but it's second down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Mahomes going to throw. And that one falls incomplete. A 50-50 ball, a little dangerous, could have been picked. Now it's third down. Fair to say the secondary play, whichever side you're on, hasn't really been a glowing exhibition so far, but a nice job there to prevent a long completion.
I agree with you, but at some point, someone had to make a play and try and stop this exhibition of almost speed racing that we've been watching, huh?
Yeah, it has been quarterback and receiver dominated. Throwing now is Mahomes, and this is caught by Watkins. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Damit endet dieses Spiel 48-38 für San Francisco 49ers. Ja Leute, das war's dann auch schon mit diesem Video hier. Ich bedanke mich fürs Zusehen und wünsche euch noch einen schönen Abend und viel Spaß mit diesem, ja, sagen wir mal Pre-Super Bowl. Und dann hoffen wir mal auf einen sehr, sehr spannenden Super Bowl heute Abend. Ja. Wie immer, Leute, vergesst nicht, dem Ganzen hier ein Like zu geben. Zu kommentieren wäre auch ganz geil. Freue ich mich sehr darüber. Weiterhin den Kanal zu abonnieren wäre auch ganz schön. Würden Marvin und ich uns sehr darüber freuen. Aber jetzt erstmal haut rein, bis zum nächsten Mal und ciao.
And with that, we sign off from Miami.